Hey everyone, how's it going? Ever feel like you're juggling chainsaws while riding a unicycle on that tightrope of life? Yeah, me too. Especially trying to balance work, personal life, and somehow squeezing in 8 hours of sleep. Who needs that anyway, right? It's like trying to find a parking spot on a Monday morning, nearly impossible. But fear not, fellow tightrope walkers, because in this video, we're going to break down the art of mastering work-life balance. We'll explore some tips and tricks that even the busiest bees can use to reclaim their sanity, and maybe, just maybe, find some time to actually enjoy life. Welcome to Life Beyond Inspiration, a place where you are inspired to live beyond the oasis of motivation. If you're new here, consider subscribing and hit that notification bell to stay updated with our latest videos. Now, let's dive right in. Number 1 on our list, prioritize like a pro. Alright, let's be real, we've all been there staring at a to-do list longer than a CVS receipt, wondering where to even begin. It's like trying to choose your favorite child. Don't worry, I won't tell. But fear not, my friends, prioritizing your tasks is like channeling your inner superhero, minus the cape and tights. Unless that's your thing, then go for it. First things first, identify the must-dos, those tasks that are non-negotiable, like meeting that deadline or picking up your dog from obedience school, because let's face it, Sparky can't train himself. Next, tackle the should-dos important but not urgent tasks, like finally organizing your spice rack, or mastering the art of origami. Hey, a balanced life needs some fun too. And lastly, we have the could-dos, those tasks that are basically like that friend who always tags along uninvited. You could do them, but do they really matter in the grand scheme of things? Remember that time you promised your friend you'd help them move, but then you realized it was the same day as your favorite band's concert? Yeah, that's a could-do you could have probably skipped. Prioritizing is key, folks. It's like choosing between pizza and tacos. Both are great, but sometimes you just need to satisfy that pizza craving first. So, go forth and conquer those to-do lists, my friends, and remember, sometimes it's okay to push those could-dos aside and treat yourself to a well-deserved break. Number 2, setting boundaries. Okay folks, let's talk boundaries. No, not the kind you draw in the sandbox, although those are important too. I'm talking about setting healthy boundaries between your work life and your personal life. You know, like that invisible fence that keeps your neighbor's dog from digging up your prize-winning petunias. Imagine this. You're sitting down to a nice family dinner, maybe some spaghetti and meatballs, or perhaps a tofu stir-fry for my plant-based pals out there, when suddenly your phone starts buzzing with work emails. It's like that mosquito that always seems to find you at the most inopportune times. This is where boundaries come in handy. Just like you wouldn't invite your boss to your grandma's 90th birthday party, unless your boss is super cool, then maybe. You don't have to let work interrupt your personal time. Now, I'm not saying you need to become a hermit and live off the grid, although that does sound kind of peaceful. But setting designated times for work and sticking to them can work wonders. Think of it like a game of basketball. You wouldn't dribble the ball into the stands during a game, would you? Okay, maybe Dennis Rodman would, but that's beside the point. You stay within the lines, play by the rules, and then when the buzzer goes off, you clock out and enjoy your free time. So set those boundaries, my friends, and reclaim your evenings and weekends. You deserve it. At number 3, we have time management. 2 words that can either strike fear into our hearts or inspire us to become productivity ninjas. But fear not, my friends, because mastering time management doesn't require a PhD in quantum physics, although that would be impressive. It's all about finding what works best for you and sticking to it. Ever heard of the Pomodoro Technique? No, it's not some fancy Italian dish, although it does sound delicious. It's a time management method where you work in focused bursts of, say, 25 minutes followed by a short break. You can even use a timer shaped like a tomato. Yes, you heard that right, a tomato. Because nothing says productivity like a juicy, ripe tomato ticking away on your desk. The key is to break down your tasks into smaller, more manageable chunks. It's like eating an elephant. You do it one bite at a time. Disclaimer, no elephants were harmed in the making of this video. And speaking of elephants, remember those must-do tasks we talked about earlier? Tackle those first thing in the morning when your brain is fresh and ready to go. You'll be surprised how much you can accomplish before lunchtime. But time management isn't just about work. It's about finding a balance between productivity and, actually enjoying life. So, schedule in time for fun activities like catching a movie, going for a hike, or finally trying that pottery class you've been eyeing. Remember, a well-balanced life is a happy life. Number 5, the power of no. Let's be honest, saying no can be tough. It's like trying to resist that last slice of pizza. You know you shouldn't, but it's just so tempting. But mastering the art of saying no is crucial for achieving that elusive work-life balance. Think of it this way. Every time you say yes to something you don't really want to do, you're essentially saying no to something else, like spending time with loved ones, pursuing your passions, or simply taking a much-needed nap. And trust me, those naps are precious. Imagine this. You're at work, already drowning in emails and deadlines when a colleague asks you to cover their shift. You want to be helpful, but you also promised yourself you'd finally start that pottery class tonight. This, my friends, is a classic no moment. Now you don't have to be rude about it, although sometimes a good no can be quite cathartic. Just politely explain that you have a prior commitment and offer an alternative solution if possible. Remember, saying no isn't selfish. It's about setting healthy boundaries and prioritizing your well-being. So, the next time you're faced with a request that doesn't align with your goals or values, channel your inner superhero and politely decline. Your future self will thank you. Number 6, relaxation. Alright everyone, let's talk about self-care. And no, I'm not talking about those face masks you see all over Instagram. Although hey, if that's your jam, go for it. I'm talking about prioritizing your mental and physical well-being. Because let's face it, we can't pour from an empty cup. Think of it like this. You wouldn't drive your car across the country without stopping for gas, would you? Okay, maybe some of you would, but that's a whole other issue. Just like your car needs fuel, your body and mind need rest and rejuvenation to function at their best. So what does self-care look like? Well, it can be as simple as taking a few minutes each day to meditate, or at least try to meditate without falling asleep, going for a walk in nature, or indulging in a good book. The key is to find activities that bring you joy and help you de-stress. And let's not forget about the importance of taking breaks throughout the day. Get up and move around every hour or so, stretch, do a little dance, whatever it takes to get your blood flowing and your mind off work. Trust me, your productivity and your sanity will thank you. Remember, self-care isn't selfish, it's essential, so go ahead and book that massage, take that yoga class, or simply allow yourself to relax and recharge. You deserve it. So there you have it, folks. Mastering work-life balance is an ongoing journey, not a destination. It's about finding what works best for you and making adjustments along the way. Remember, it's okay to stumble and fall off that tightrope every now and then. The important thing is to get back up, dust yourself off, and keep moving forward. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join our community and get more tips on living your best life. Smash that like button if you enjoyed the video and share it with someone who needs to find their balance too. Until next time, thanks for watching.